In today's episode, we will be learning to engrave onto metal or aluminium anodized business cards. These you will see a lot. They come in different sizes, different thicknesses, but they are such a good thing if you want to advertise your own business, or if you want to make them for other businesses, or if you just want to have a bit of fun. These are a great thing and very common. So I'm going to be showing you the full process today. We are going to be taking it into xTool Studio, putting a design on there, applying our material settings, framing it, engraving it, and then I will show you the results at the end. So if that sounds like something you would like to learn, stay tuned and we'll get straight onto this one. These aluminium business cards, the ones I've got are 0.45 millimeters thick. They're really sturdy, really rigid. They're a great premium feeling object. You can get them thinner, but they are a bit flimsy. So this is perfect. We're going to be going through this today. And like I said in all my previous videos, you can manually place it and try and line it up using this. I'll once again be using a jig. And the reason I keep going on about jigs isn't to try and sell them to you guys, I promise. It is because I want to teach good practice. And in my opinion, good practice is being able to guarantee the position of your engraving blank every time, so you can repeat the quality of your engraving. So there you go, we have it in. What we will do in this case is we will focus the laser using the knob on the side. So there you go, we've focused it and we can move on to the software. Okay, so we're going to be doing the business card now, and I'm going to click new project in the top right. As you can see, that will load our project and you can hear a beep which tells us our machine is connected. Always make sure you're connected first. We have already manually focused, but if you want to do it automatically, you can click the auto measure button and that will now check the height. So it will move up and down, adjust where it is, and once it's got it, it will show a picture and there you go. You can see our business card. You can see the lights in the background. Try to ignore those for now. So with business cards, they're really useful. You can make your own business cards to distribute out to people. You can also just do cool designs on it. So we're going to run through a design here. I haven't got anything pre-made for this. We're just going to add some text. We're going to make a QR code in the software, engrave that, and then we'll see how we get on. So let's do this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to add some text. So we'll click the text box, click anywhere, and then you should see it pop up. I'm just going to make up a business name. I'm going to call it Window Cleaner. And as I said, I'm literally freestyling this as we go, so don't judge me for what I come up with. We're going to click it to engrave because we want it to engrave. I'm going to copy and paste that same text, and I'm just going to make up a telephone number of 123 456 789. There you go. So there you go. We've got our job title. We've got our phone number. Maybe I need to add my name in there as well, so we'll do that. And we'll put Chris. And don't worry about aligning all this. We'll all align it in a minute. So we've got some details in there. We're going to go into the xTool elements library, which is here. And I'm going to search for business and see what comes up. There you go. Some stuff has come up. Let's just click the briefcase. Why not? It looks good enough. So we're going to add in a couple of images here just to fill this out, pack it out a little bit. I think we'll have our window cleaner there. We're going to line it. And if you drag your text with the left mouse button, there are these little lines that allow you to line it up, which is really handy. And then we're going to line that one up as well. And with that, we'll probably put our logo there, and maybe we'll just do another one just for a bit of fun. Let's just scroll through, have a little look. I'm going to click on other, see all, and there are lots more in it. And here's a little kind of spanner or wrench, I think you call it in America, and a hammer. And I know he's a window cleaner, so if he had a wrench and a hammer, I'd be a bit worried, but I guess, I'm just showing you it here. So, okay, so we've got some images, we've got some text. That's great, okay? Now we want to add a QR code because we might want it to be scannable, that we've got our own website or something, and that he can scan that, or he can give it to someone and they can scan it and find his webpage. So if you click on these applications here, you will see there is code generation. Click on that, and then you've got the option for barcode or the option for QR code. We're just going to make up a website here, www.chriswindowcleaner.com, and I am going to click save, and what you'll see is it generates a barcode. Now, if you look to the right, here's a nice tip for you that I'm going to teach you here, okay? If you look to the right, it's come in as an actual JPEG, and what I mean by that, or PNG, it's come in as an image. You get different settings, so it's got dot duration, power range, and DPI. That might confuse you at this stage because if we click on one of our text or our images, you get power and speed, so there's a big difference. There is a way around this because I like to engrave in vectors if I can, okay? Because you know the power and speed, it's much easier to determine it, and a vector just engraves better than an image. So what I will say is select your thing. We're gonna do a bit of a hack here to make this a vector image. So we are gonna select this and we're gonna turn it into a vector image. So select the image first, and then up here you've got loads of different options that you can do. We're interested in edit. So select the edit button, and over here on the left, you will see a load of options. We only care about one thing here, and it's trace. If we click on trace, you're gonna see it's gonna draw a load of boxes around it. QR codes are really easy because they're really defined shapes, so the trace function is really good. Once we do that, we're gonna click save, and then you'll see something's highlighted. Just click and drag it, and there you go. If we now click engrave, we have just made ourselves a vector QR code, which is correct. You can delete the image, get rid of that. Now we're gonna drag this down because we want our QR code on the bottom right of our actual business card, just here, next to our really useful window cleaning hammer. And what I will do is I'm going to change the layer by right clicking and selecting red. This is just so I can see it a bit better. So we've got our design in a place now where we're happy with it. Don't worry about the colors. They're just to do with the layers. I've done a layer tutorial video. Check that out in my tutorial video library. But what we want to do now is assign our material settings. So this is a black anodized aluminium. Okay, I have some settings that I use for these, which you're welcome to use as well. So I'm going to go into the material library, and I have my previously set up one. I'm just going to apply it, and you'll see there is a vector engrave one I've already created, which we're going to use the infrared laser. That's a laser that you can't see when it's working, but it is really good on metal. It makes a nice contrasting white. 90% power, 1,900 speed, 200 lines per centimeter, and we're good to go. So we've selected that on everything now, which we are really happy with. So the next thing we need to do is frame the design to make sure it's where we expect it to be. So let's do that by selecting this. So in this case, we can go for a rectangular frame because ultimately we only care that this whole outline doesn't actually go over the business card. So I'm going to keep it rectangular, and I'm going to keep the frame button. I'll show you how it looks. As you can see, it is framed. It is sat right on our business card. It's hard to see on dark materials, but we're good. So let's get this engraving. So we're happy with the frame. What you'll notice, I have actually moved the business card up to the other slot because I want it to be clearer when I record it for you. But we're happy with that. So we're going to click process now. And what that will do is it will give us an outline of what we're doing, and it will show it will take 31 seconds to do this. You can click on view path preview and it will show you the order it's going to do it. But we're happy. Once we're good to go, click start. You should hear a beep behind me. There you go. Now we'll press the button and we'll do this. There you go. Look how clean that's come out. Really, really nice. So if you're interested in knowing what type of business cards these are, I will put a link in the description. But as you can see, you can have so much fun with this. You can really, really make this cool. You can make it as cool as you like. So I hope you've learned something new today. Thank you very, very much for watching. And as I've said before, check out our Facebook community groups where we share all of our settings. Also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of these videos. And thank you very much for watching once again. I hope you've learned something new, and let's move on to the next one.